Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening once again. Hello, hi. My name is Pebbles, founder of Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. I do thank you so very, very much for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule and tuning in to this live stream on today. I thank you. 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 And I thank you once again. I want to give my supporters, followers, visitors, spectators, and even some of the haters an opportunity to join this live stream. I want to allow Facebook to notify the general public and let the general public know um, uh, that I'm live right now, that Missing Lost in Traffic is live on Facebook. Missing Lost in Traffic is now streaming live. We're now streaming live on YouTube. So I am streaming and more than one destination tonight. So there is the YouTube channel, there is the Missing Lost in Traffic media page, and also Lost, Lured, and Unsolved. Streaming on Lost, Lured, and Unsolved. Um, I want to let you know that you now have the ability to now send stars to Missing Lost in Traffic. If you'd like to send stars to Missing Lost in Traffic, you can certainly do so. And I am going to try to post in comments ways that you can support Missing Lost in Traffic media organization. So I'm attempting to do that now. Something weird is happening with my Wi-Fi. I'm trying to do it if I'm allowed to do so. But I thank you so very much. I am going to host a Florida alert tonight. I won't be calling states or calling upon residents to share across the country, but of course, I do want you to share across the country. I will focus primarily tonight on Florida. So I will be asking residents in cities across the state of Florida to share this live stream and to let me know where they are sharing from. And of course, if you are sharing in some other place, right? If you're sharing in some other part of the country, some other part of the globe, right? Some other part of the world. If you are in Haiti, perhaps, and you're tuning in, I like for you to share and I like for you to let me know you're tuning in and sharing from Haiti. If you are sharing from the United Kingdom, I would love for and you to share the live stream and let me know. Of course, let us all know where you are tuning in and sharing this live stream from. I have a few viewers tuning in, not a lot. I'm going to need to share this live stream myself. So I'm trying to access it, my own stream from another device. And it looks like I'm having difficulty doing that. I don't know if you all can hear me clearly. So let me know. I need to know what's going on because I'm having trouble doing the proper troubleshoot that I'd like to do at this time. So I like to know if you can hear me and if you can hear me well. That would be great if you would let me know if you can hear me and if you can see the missing person flyer for Mr. Louis Jacquees Wiggins on the stream right now. So that is very, 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 very important. So I'm preparing to start the Florida alert for 7 missing Haitian men who are originally from Haiti, who are citizens of Haiti, who participated in the Special Olympics down in Orlando, Florida. and uh, it's uncertain what has actually transpired. I do know that those men have, all of those men have gone missing. All of them have gone missing. I'm checking some things out right now before I begin the Florida alert. I'm just trying to see, make sure that my streams that I'm streaming, and there's nothing weird happening on the destinations that I'm streaming to right now. So that is very, very, very important. And of course, your feedback helps me a lot. It helps me tremendously. I'm going to go over to YouTube. No one's saying anything, so I don't know what's going on when you guys are not saying anything to me at all. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. Let me go over here to YouTube. I see there's one person watching on YouTube, checking some things out, or I'm trying to. And if you're watching on YouTube, please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. And I'm posting a message now for folks on YouTube. Okay. Trying to do that now. All right. So I am live, 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 live. I'm assuming that everything's going well. I don't really know for sure because for some reason I can't seem to get in my stream from this other device and view the stream so I can know if everything is going well or not. So I'm just really assuming. I don't know. I really don't. I'm serious. I like to do a little check. Thank you. Some brave soul told me that they can hear me. Thank you, Miss Jennifer, informing me that I can be heard at this time, which is awesome, 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 awesome. Very much awesome. I'm gonna try to get these views up. All right, great. So with that being said, this is what I would like to do. I'm going to pull up some cities in Florida. So cities in Florida, and I'll be asking individuals from various cities across the state of Florida to share this live stream and let me know where they are sharing this live stream from. So if you're watching this live stream from Miami, if you're watching out of Miami, Florida, I'd like for you to share this live stream and let me know where you're sharing from. If you're watching this live stream out of Orlando, Florida, I would love for and you to share this live stream, Orlando, Florida. And I like for you, Orlando, to let me know where you're sharing from. If you are watching this live stream out of Tampa, Florida, I like for you to share this live stream, Tampa, Florida. And I like for you and you to let me know where you are sharing this live stream from. If you're watching this live stream out of Jacksonville, Florida, please share this live stream and let me know where you're sharing this live stream from. If you're watching this live stream out of Tallahassee, Florida, please share this live stream and let me know, Tallahassee, where you're sharing this live stream from. If you're watching this live stream out of Destin, Florida, please share this live stream, Destin, Florida, and let me know, Destin, where you're sharing from. Is there anyone watching out of Florida City? If you're watching this live stream out of Florida City, I'd like for you to share and let me know where you're sharing from. Is Fort Lauderdale here? Anyone watching from Fort Lauderdale, anywhere in the state of Florida, please share. Naples, where are you? If you're watching out of Naples. You may watch now or may watch later. It's okay. I just still would love for you, whenever you tune in, to let me know where you're sharing from. Sarasota, Florida. If you're watching out of Sarasota, Florida, I'd like for you to share this live stream and let me know where you're sharing from. If you're watching this live stream out of St. Petersburg, Florida, I like for you, and you to share this live stream and let me know where you're sharing from. How about Fort Myers? Is there anyone watching this live stream out of Fort Myers? If you're watching tonight and you're in Fort Myers, I'd like for you to share. What about West Palm Beach? If you're watching out of West Palm Beach, I'd like for you, excuse me, to share this live stream and to let me know, let us all know where you're sharing from. Now, what about Clearwater? If you're watching out of Clearwater, Florida, if you're any, I love Clearwater, beautiful place, beautiful place. If you're watching anywhere in Clearwater, I'd love for you to share and let me know where you're sharing from. Panama City Beach, please share. Gainesville, Florida, please share. Daytona, Florida, please share. Lakeland, Florida, please share. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place that I've been to personally, known as Deerfield Beach. My dad took us there and we had such a great time. Please share if you're watching Deerfield Beach, Florida. Please share and let me know where you're sharing from. If you're watching from Cocoa Beach, I like for you to share. If you're watching from Palm Beach or Vero Beach, I like for you to share. I like for you to let me know if you're in Seaside, Florida. I like for you to share. You might be in Winter Haven, Florida. I like for you to share. You could be in Newport Richey, Florida. I like for you to share. Or Tampa, Florida. If you're anywhere at all in the state of Florida, I like for you to share and let me know where you're sharing from. If you're watching out of Haiti, I'd love for you to share this live stream and let me know where you're sharing from. If you're watching out of anywhere across the United States of America, I like for you to share this live stream, and I like for and you to let me know. Let us all know where you're sharing from. And if you're watching this live stream tonight, I feel like I'm missing a country. Australia. If you're watching out of Australia, I love for you to share this live stream, and I love for you to let me know, let us all know where you are watching and sharing this live stream from. A seventh member of the Haitian Special Olympics delegation has gone missing. His name is Louis Jacques Wilkins, and he is 25 years old. Wilkins was scheduled to fly back to Haiti Sunday on the date of June 11th this year. And June 11th, what you need to know about June 11th is that June 11th, it was the last day for the Special Olympics game in Orlando, Florida. I thought it was important to discuss the dates, the date that the Special Olympics started and the date that the Special Olympics ended this year. So the dates scheduled for the Special Olympics in Orlando, Florida are as follows. June 5th was the first day of the Special Olympics, and the last day for the Special Olympics was June 11th. It's important that you know that Mr. Louis Jacques Wiggins, the young man that you are looking at with the wearing the red tie, or the tie that appears to be red, with a blue shirt, he did not board his flight and fly back to Haiti. as scheduled, and that was the last day of the Special Olympics. So you need to know that. The last day the Special Olympics was, you know, scheduled. It was wrapping up, coming to an end, coming to a close. Mr. Wiggins was nowhere to be found. Okay. He was scheduled to fly back on a Sunday, reportedly June 11th of 2022, and he was nowhere to be found. And he still is currently classified as a missing person. One day after the Special Olympics began, you also need to know that 6 members of the Haitian delegation was reported missing by the sheriff's office. Now, these details are very important. One day after the Special Olympics began, please remember, keep in mind, the Special Olympics started in Florida, Orlando, Florida on June 5th. Well, the second day of the Olympics, 6 members of the Haitian delegation had been reported missing by the sheriff's office. These men were not reported missing by a coach. These men were not reported missing by a family member or a close friend. Not reported missing by hotel staff. These men were reported missing by the sheriff's office. That's just something that I want you to be just thinking about as we just try to figure out together. This is really all a mystery to all of us, really. It really has my mind going. My mind is kind of blown right now. So I'm just going over some details and really wanting to place emphasis on other details, on some of those details that I find to be interesting or intriguing. The 6 men who had gone missing back on June 6th, they're on the Haitian soccer team. Now, it's uncertain. It really is uncertain if either of these men participated in any games. I mean, they actually went missing one day, like 24 hours or so, give or take, after the Special Olympics event started. So I'm not sure if they had gotten an opportunity to play in any of the games. I don't know. I'm still looking for details and reading over comments, and sometimes you'll find someone who's well connected or connected to the missing persons that you're reporting on, that I'm reporting on. I report a missing person, and sometimes I get lucky in terms of figuring out a little bit more about the situation just by going through comments on social media. But the comments, it's not really helped me to figure out whether or not these men had played a single game or participated in any event at all after arriving in Florida. Now, I want to show you who these men are, who the 6 men are. I've already shown you a photo of the 7th, okay, Haitian man who has recently been reported missing, okay? So, who are you looking at? You're looking at 32-year-old Antoine, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce these names. If I can't pronounce every single name, if I don't feel confident, and I don't want to be the laughing stock on Facebook, then I'm just gonna tell you their initial. How about that? 32-year-old Antoine Joseph, and I believe that is Mathon. He has brown eyes, and he was reported missing. I'm looking at my date again. Excuse me. He was reported missing on June 6th by the sheriff's office. Okay. You may see 20-year-old, and I know the font's a little, and if you're having trouble seeing, you can always just go to Google and type in Haitian Special Olympics, and you'll be able to zoom in and see everybody clear and see their names. 20-year-old Nicholson F. Well, he has brown eyes, and he's been reported missing. 19-year-old Peter M. Burles. Well, he has brown eyes, and he's been reported missing. And he was last seen on June 6th. 18-year-old Anderson P.F. He was reported missing as well on June 6th, and he has brown eyes. 24-year-old Stevenson Jacquet. He was reported missing on June 6th. He also has brown eyes. 18-year-old Oriel Jean was reported missing on June 6th, and he has brown eyes. All of the men who were reported missing, their weight measurements and height measurements vary. I did find one common denominator, that they all have brown eyes, and several of these men were born in the summertime, some of them in June. Okay. These 6 men that you're looking at right now, they were last seen at the ESPN World Sports Complex, actually, in Walt Disney, or at the Walt Disney World Resort. All 6 of these men, all 6 of them, they turned in their room keys, and they left personal bags and belongings. Okay. Now, people closely following the disappearance of the 7 Special Olympics delegates reported missing this month. Well, they have a variety of interesting opinions, I would say. And a lot of comments that I've read, well, let's just say there is a consensus, a growing consensus across the country, that these men, they all have voluntarily gone missing. Okay, there's a growing consensus. There's a lot of people just feeling that way. Some people actually just making a whole joke of it. I'll show you some of the comments. Like, this is just like a big joke to them. Okay, so I'll show you some of the comments um, that I took screenshots of. I just go through the comments on all of these different news posts and other posts that people are sharing, and I, you know, and I just take screenshots of some of the comments just to see what other people are thinking. Because again, my mind is blown, and I don't really know. I don't have a theory really. I had a theory, but then that has changed. So anything could have happened, really. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have. There's like not a narrative that I'm just going with and that I just feel comfortable with. Like, okay, this is what's going on. But this is what some people are saying. Okay, um, they used the Special Olympics event as a plot to get into the United States. Someone says no camera footage around the center. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know what you mean by that really. I'm showing different images. So you're probably just seeing just the audio. Yeah, you're seeing this background part where it just shows that the audio is working right now, okay? But you should be able to see these screenshots. I'll let me know if you can see the screenshots because I'm just presenting different images now. I've moved on to a different image. So the background is not going to look the same. This is a smaller image. All right. So that somebody felt as though, okay, these men simply figured out some type of scheme. I'll show you another comment here. I'll read as much as I can. They probably kidnapped why everybody is sitting here talking about they tired of seeing Haitian in the news for doing the wrong thing. We're in America. You better start opening your eyes. And the Olympic, who knows what really happened to them if they left their bag and trying their keys that don't look like something they did on their own, sound like a setup. Why they probably really in trouble. Open your eyes. That's as much as I can read. Oh, I didn't know what you were saying. I thought you were talking about the stream. Y'all got to give me some whole sentences, because otherwise I'll be lost not knowing what you're saying. Hopefully there are some outside cameras. Miss Inner Peace, I'll present that. Hopefully there are. Hopefully, that would be great, and that could help law enforcement better figure out what has happened. I think that the cameras at the prospective hotels the men were staying at, I just think those need to be checked. And I believe that they are being checked. I've been reading to see what the police are doing. They are very tight-lipped. But I just got a feeling that they are really looking into it. They really want to find these men. Okay. They do. They really do. I believe they're going out of their way to figure out what has happened. I do believe that, and I believe that they aren't sharing everything. So I just believe. I could be wrong. This is like national news right now. Everybody's eyeing Florida and paying a lot of attention to the investigators investigating this case, and you know, you know, getting camera footage, requesting it. I just believe that is the first thing that they did. So that's just my belief. But yeah. So yeah. So this is just statements that I ran across, took screenshots. I didn't want to put people's profiles on blast on Facebook. And what I mean, I don't want to expose the faces of everybody who made comments. Like, I'm not going to do that. Just the comments I found interesting. I took a screenshot of it and posted it. Here's another post, and that post was actually way to go Wiggins. This post, and forgive me that I wait a minute, I think I have it. This post goes with this, okay? So Wiggins, he's a pretty, from the research that I've done, he is a pretty successful, considered to be a successful player back in his country, okay? He's represented his country well, um, and he has been acknowledged for that. And I just found a comment from the Special Olympics, the author of the Special Olympics, Haiti page, saying, way to go, Wiggins. And this was just complimenting him, not way to go, Wiggins. That comment is not connected to his disappearance. This was a comment made 2 weeks ago. It was just complimenting him on being a good sports athlete, right? Are you all following me? Representative for the country of Haiti. So that comment actually goes with this photo. In the comments I saw, and so, you know, folks in Haiti are really proud of Mr. They're really proud of him, and they're proud of what he's accomplished. Okay, he got a little rank around there in Haiti, I believe. Okay, let's see if we have other comments. How is foul play not suspected if they turn in room keys, left their belongings, and are missing? Fired the damn authorities, this person says. Okay. And this other person says, uh, no foul play is suspected, and nowhere does it say that they are in danger. They might be seeking asylum, in which case calling the cops to report them would be an extremely S thing to do. Okay. So as you can see, you know, a lot of people, you know, they have strong feelings about the disappearance of these men. What you may see if you are on Facebook as much as I am, or if you just take time, like just, you know, type in 7 missing Haitian men, just do that. You'll just go to different media pages and post about these missing men. You will see that there are a lot of people, just they are just really buying into the idea that the men have just voluntarily gone missing. Okay, I did do some research, and I found out that this is the first time something like this has happened. Okay, this is the first time something like this has happened. This is the first time Haitian special athletes or Special Olympic athletes, members of the delegation, the Special Olympics delegation of Haiti, has gone missing. This has just not happened before, okay? Yes, definitely makes it more strange. This has just not happened before. This is the first time something like this has happened. All of the other Haitian athletes, and there were a sizable group. I can't give you a number because I would just be just throwing out a number, right? And I'm not going to sit here and lie. I just know that there is a sizable number of Haitian athletes who flew over to Florida. They've gone back home without incident. They flew back. They boarded their flights, right? Checked out of their hotels, and all of them have gone back home. So I'm really, wondering what has happened here. I really just have more questions. I'm not going to speculate. I could speculate, but I'm going to do my best not to speculate. Okay? I want to do my very best. It's easy to speculate, right? And I could be speculating something that's just not true. All right. So I want to keep a very open mind. I just have a lot of questions and I have concerns. So I'm going to go over some of those questions that I have, you know, and then I'll just kind of double back and throwing out some facts about this case. All right. So the 6 men that you are seeing right now on this stream, all right, they were last seen at the games venue about 2:30 on June 5th. So they were seen at the games venue. That's what you should know. At some point, these men, they went back to their hotel rooms on June 5th. They were at the games venue. That's really important. They go back to their hotel room. We know they did that much because they turned in their room keys, left all of their personal belongings in the room, and they all just disappeared together. They were scheduled to participate in the games or in the soccer competition. Organizers said one is an athlete. One of the men that you see on the stream right now is an athlete. And one of those men, and once I figure out which one, I'll let you know, has an intellectual disability. Okay. The other men are part of Haiti's delegation to the game. So I really want to break this down. One of the 6 men is considered to be an actual athlete. I thought all of them was considered to be an athlete. Whatever. They have titles. Okay. Okay. And the other 5 are a part of a part of the Haitian delegation. Okay. I'm just trying to break it all down for you. Okay. So I know that one of the men reportedly has an intellectual disability, but what about the other men? I thought it would be important for the sheriff. They are the ones that actually reported the men missing, not like a parent or a friend or a coach, or it didn't go down like that. So I thought it would be important for the sheriff to actually put out publicly the disabilities or impairments that all of the men have. Now, I'm going to safely assume, and this would be an intelligent assumption, that every last one of these men have some sort of impairment of some sort. So being that some sort of impairment that has been recorded or disability of some sort. So being that all of these men were in the Special Olympics, went missing from the Special Olympics, people who compete in the Special Olympics typically, and I'm going to use the word typically, I don't know what kind of, other games people been playing to try to get in the Special Olympics. I don't know. That's a whole nother investigation for a whole nother day. I'm not going to get all up into that. But for the most part, if someone is in the Special Olympics, they typically, they should at least have some sort of impairment or disability attached. So I don't know why the police, they're not telling us the impairments or disabilities that each man has, because I think that would be very important. And I'm not sure why a silver alert was not issued for these men. Silver alerts are typically issued after someone with a known, documented, or recorded disability goes missing, is reported missing. Okay? Thank you for sending the stars. I hope more of y'all send the stars. If you're watching Missing, Lost, and Trafficked media page on Facebook, yes, you can send stars, honey. They done open up my account so y'all can send stars, and y'all will be able to do some other things in coming days to support as well. Thank you for the stars. Keep them coming. So yeah, Rita, you can just tell me what your thoughts are. Why would they not issue a silver alert for 7 men? I'm going to show you the 7th one who went missing recently. For 7 men, ladies and gentlemen, let me go to my photos here. Reported missing from the Special Olympics. Why no? What? That's crazy to me. I'm going to say crazy. Yeah, I'll use that word. A bit odd to me. Okay. Here are some other questions that I have. I've been scrolling. Now, if you find something, send it to me. Send it to me via WhatsApp. Send it to me via email, right? I've been scrolling through hundreds of comments. I have gone to Haitian sites, Haitian social media sites on Facebook, that is, okay? I'll try to go on Instagram tonight and see what I can find. I'm trying to find, I've translated Haitian comments that I've seen regarding these men on Facebook from Haitian to English. I've been doing some digging, trying to find one person speaking on the disappearances of these men who may be a family member or a friend. I've not found one person. Who I can just read the comment and say, okay, this is a family member or friend. I don't see any family members. It's like they have no family at all. It's distract. Now that got me thinking. I have gone on sites where people are talking in Haitian, and I had to literally hit that Google Translate to see what they were saying. And they were basically saying the same thing that the Americans were saying. They just think they made a run for it, basically. But, or either a show of concern. I cannot find any comments, any posts. It's not, when you have these many people missing at one time, it's not hard for me, the journalist, to find family members and friends pleading for them. It doesn't matter what country they're in or from. I report on folks going missing out of the UK, out of China, all over the world. And I typically find posts from family members. Even if they're just speaking in their, if they're not speaking English and they're speaking in their home language, native language, and I have to just go and translate what they said. It's still not difficult to find. You get what I'm saying? So I just find that so odd. cannot find any posts from any alleged family members or friend. I mean, what about the teammates? I don't see teammates, other folks on the soccer team, other people connected to the soccer team, uh, pleading for their return. It's everybody else who know nothing about these men. Like, I don't know, like, where are they? Like, you get what I'm saying? There's a disconnect somewhere. I'm not sure if they speak French or not. That's a good question. So I found that to be very odd. So I'm just like, I have a lot of questions. I'm trying my best not to speculate. There's a whole bunch of people, they're speculating, and they're just saying, look, this is what I think is going on. So I'm keeping an open mind, but I'm finding some things to be a bit troubling. It's like these men have they have surfaced out of nowhere, been reported missing, and they're not connected to anyone. You see, I had to figure out a way to put that. It's like I can't even put it into words what's going on here. They surface out of nowhere, got reported missing by the sheriff. How often does that happen? How often does the police report you missing? Especially if they're not looking for you to like arrest you and that you don't have any warrants, right? If you ain't been out here riding dirty. Y'all remember the song, They're Trying to Catch Me Riding Dirty, Trying to Catch Me Riding Dirty. I don't even remember how it go now. See, I'm all off. That's not often that the sheriff reported them missing. That's just not like, and rather quickly too. It didn't take 72 hours after the time they were last seen for them to be reported. The sheriff reported them missing. This is. Yes, the sheriff. Go back and read. Just go back and read some of the articles. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. CNN. It's a bunch of articles on this. It doesn't say that a coach reported them missing. No, 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 no. The sheriff of the county they went missing out of reported them missing, like, and was on it. Like, that doesn't happen too quickly. Like how this generally works is that someone who knows them personally notices something and they go and file a report. And what I typically see as a journalist, I see a friend, I've seen coach, I've seen employee, another employee, a person that's an employee or a colleague, so to speak, can report someone missing if they know enough about their routine and something is happening, they think something may be off. The sheriff reported them missing. And I see no pleas for their return from anyone who could remotely be a relative, who could even be, who I could say, okay, this may be a distant relative of these men. No, the sheriff reported them missing. I should have taken a screenshot of that, and forgive me for dropping the ball on not doing that. I'm trying to see if let's see. Let me take this off. I want to see if I have a screenshot that I can share to show you. Like, I like to show you what I'm saying, but instead of telling you to take my word for it. So all I can do is just tell you right now, because I don't think I have that screenshot where it says the sheriff reported them missing, is to tell you to just Google their names and just read through a few articles, and then you'll see. You could just type in sheriff, really, and Haitian delegation. It'll pop up. You'll see it. Okay. So I find that to be, these details to be extremely troubling. there's just more questions I have than answers at this point. Okay, Mrs. Rita, did you get a chance to kind of glance and look at an article? And forgive me that I don't have a screenshot from an actual article, but of course I will post it. No problem. I can go back and post that to, like, my actual post that I've already made on these men on Facebook and YouTube and the YouTube community section. So you can see and you be like, wow, okay, that's strange. Okay. Also, you should know that the police are saying, and they're standing firm to this, is that they do not suspect foul play. So they've said to media outlets that they don't suspect foul play. Of course, they're not wanting to share everything that they are doing in their investigation. They are looking into some things, but they do not suspect foul play. And there are a lot of people very upset with law enforcement. A lot of people feel as though there is some foul play, and they just feel that it's ludicrous for the police to just say so quickly that they don't suspect foul play. But it's possible that the police have some reason, logical reason. They have some evidence. There's something that they have that they haven't shared with the public, and that could be possible, and that could have uh led them to the conclusion that they've made. Yeah. Yeah, they were not reported missing by like a coach or anyone that was chaperoning. Some people are asking, where were their chaperones? They are adult men. I don't know how this works. I don't know that there's a chaperone that's supposed to go and be in the rooms with the athletes and the delegates and walk with them and hold them by the hand. I don't know that it works that way. I mean, maybe there are chaperones for certain people who are maybe on certain cognitive levels, if that makes sense. And then others who are more independent, it's possible that a lot of the Special Olympics athletes don't have chaperones. I saw some comments. People were like, how did they just let these men walk around freely like this? Why was no one watching them? And I don't think that's the way it goes. I think some athletes may have special assistants. And that's just me saying what I think, depending on what type of disability you have. There may be round the clock care or personal assistant or a chaperone or somebody right there with them at all times. But others, like these men, like, we don't even know what their disabilities are. The police, and neither is the Special Olympics, which I find that to be very strange, telling us, they're not telling us what disabilities they have. It's a very, very odd case. It really is. So this is just what people are feeling right now. This has been kind of the consensus. They made a run for it. That's what, very strange story. Very odd set of circumstances. It really is. Very, very odd set of circumstances. I certainly hope that these men are found sooner rather than later. Yeah, researching the location may help. It may help as well. May help the investigators. It may help me to better kind of piece together what might have happened, and it'll just help me to just formulate a working theory. I'm still kind of blown away and don't know. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Yeah, some people believe. A lot of people believe that these men have just simply run away and they're hiding, and they just feel like that these men, out of everyone who came, for some reason they decided that whatever was going on in their homeland was just too much and they just couldn't do it, and they've gone into hiding. This is what a lot of people read the comments. You go through the comments and you'll see this is what folks are thinking. It's not just one group of people. It's white folks, black folks, all sorts of folks. Everybody, all sorts of people. Not everybody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people from all backgrounds and walks of life are feeling as though these men just ran away. They just really do. And some people really want them to thrive and do well, and they feel that the police are only wanting to find them to deport them, really, and send them back. That's really the reason why they're going out of their way to look for them, and that's what a lot of people feel. And then people feel like, man, let's just not dig into this. Let's not be looking for them. Let's not do that, because some people just really feel, when you read some of these comments that are being posted to Facebook, they feel like we doing too much by constantly sharing their photos, because if they just didn't want to go back to Haiti, a lot of people just understand why. We know that there has been a lot of issues in Haiti over the past decade or so, okay? So folks are feeling like they don't want to be a part of snitching on the men, and ousting them, so to speak, in a way that they would be forced to go back to Haiti, because people just really feel like, these people are lying. They're just, they're seeking asylum. And I think it would be hard or difficult for them to seek asylum. I know that they would have to prove, show evidence that there is some legitimate reason, like somebody's out to get them. Basically, there's a legitimate reason why they're seeking asylum, if that's the case. I know they have maybe up to 12 months to apply for asylum, and 6 months, from what I read, to be here legally. Right. On whatever visa they applied for to get here. About 6 months to be here legally, and to 12 months. I'll do some more digging into that. I was just doing some reading and seeing what the immigration experts were saying. And immigration experts are saying, okay, they got up to a year to apply for asylum, if that's what if that's the plan, and they still have to have a legitimate reason, or that wouldn't be approved and they would be deported. You said they should look into Little Haiti in Florida, possibly. So I'm going to wrap up. I've been live for 59 minutes and some seconds now. You could just tell me in the comments, if you feel these men are voluntarily missing or involuntarily missing. That's what I would like to know. Are they voluntarily missing, or are they involuntarily missing? I see a lot of thumbs and hearts going up. Like, well, what do you think? I don't know what to think. I think it's odd that I can't find any family members. I can't find any family members pleading for them. I tried to figure out, like, is there some common feature that these men have? And that's why I kept saying brown eyes, brown eyes, brown eyes. The common physical feature that they share with one another is brown eyes. Um, I was just led to look at that. I don't know why, but hey, it's something that stands out to me. Like, I wonder, like, what do they have in common? They seem to have similar features, okay, similar skin complexions. The build varies, but not that much. Most born in the summer, and they all have brown eyes, okay? At least reportedly, they all have brown eyes. So I thank y'all so much for the shares. I thank you for the cares. Yes, you can send stars. Help me reach my 500 star goal. You can still send a super chat even after I end this live stream. Whenever you tune in and listen, I have a Patreon. I'm going to post all of that information after I end this stream, how you can support Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. If you have a tip that you can share that tip regarding the missing men. If you're able to find family members and people pleading for these men safe return, please send me proof of that to missing, lost, and trafficked at gmail.com. Missing, lost, and trafficked at gmail.com. I do appreciate whatever you all find. Some don't call me in the middle of the night because I'm going to be asleep, or just, I'm just trying to have my brain time to myself. Send me a message through WhatsApp. You can send it. There's a WhatsApp phone number that's actually connected to the media page. You find something. We're all in this together. We're all investigating this together. If they are involuntarily missing, then I am not advocating for the police to find them and deport them. I mean, who's advocating for uh, everybody else who came over here illegally to deport them right away? Like, I'm not advocating for that. I'm just trying to determine, like, okay, is this a involuntary situation, or okay, like, is this something else going on? Some kind of conspiracy or something? Did someone just trick all of these men into going into one place and kidnap them? I'm just trying to decipher. And I really don't have enough details to go on to really formulate a solid theory or an opinion that I'm just comfortable with right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I thank y'all so much for y'all help. We're all in this together, trying to figure out what happened to the men, to these missing men. And before I end this stream, I want to show you the other. That's the 7 man who's recently gone missing. I'll show you the 6 men who went missing before the 7 men. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to have a great night. Bye-bye.